All right, guys, here we are at 4795 Alberton Court. It's unit 3102, two-car garage, first floor unit. Does back up to the golf course in a couple different spots. I'll walk back there in a second, but you're at the very end of this cul-de-sac. This is Wellington Place 2. So where we were, Kim, that was Wellington Place 1. So that was actually on the other side of those buildings. There's a lake, and then it's on the other side. So we're at the very end of this cul-de-sac, which is cool. We got lots of extra parking, big paver driveway. And the community pool is kind of like, if you see all the way up towards the end where that white car is, stop sign is there to the left. So it's not far away. It's maybe 100 yards away, something like that. Okay, here's your side entrance to the first floor. You've got tile floors in the diagonal. Okay. This room right here is interesting. I remember selling one of these back in the day. In this part of the wall, they had actually enclosed there, okay, and then put a door in this doorway, right? Those two doors pocket, and then you have a giant room. I can get the dimensions of this room, get the floor plan. I'm sure it's not hard to track down, but this room's really, really big. It was kind of a flex room. They had it as possibly a dining room or a den office, but it's big, big room, okay? Obviously, you got two different kind of like parts to it, right? This enclosed space, and then that little ceiling partition, and then you got a second. So this is kind of like the formal dining almost, and then that side is almost the open den. So you kind of have two rooms at one here. So you can just keep it the way that that is, or you can kind of do it the way that I mentioned, and you know, totally enclose it, because there is a little bookshelf on the backhand side of that, right? And then these double door entries go into where the kitchen are. You got your eating kitchen spot here. Got a spot for a fan or something like that up top. Real nice can lighting. Island in the middle. Hard surface countertops. Cabinets are pretty original. Pantry closet there. So, you know, the jive of this unit is it's extremely well taken care of, but it hasn't really been upgraded since it was built, right? This was built in 2001. It's 2+ a den. It's 2160 under air, so it's big. It's got a lot of space, and it's got space in all the right places. It just, you know, it needs a little TLC, a little updating, you know, and a lot of it screams from these gold hardwares. You'll see them a lot in the master bathroom as well. There's just a lot of the gold, you know, just dates the place. Big storage room under where the stairs would be upstairs. Here's your guest bath. Like I said, this, you know, old school shell, cultured marble, you know, it's almost discolored. It's been in there so long. But countertops are easy to do. We got tons of granite shops down here, great pricing on that, so that's an easy one. Standard two-car garage, higher ceilings. They got a nice little finish on it here as well. I do have a coat closet here to my left. When you come in, and you can see some of the ceilings up here as well. You know, you got lots of, you can play with the crown moldings and things like that in there as well. Laundry room. Again, every room's got quite a bit of space to it. Extra cabinetry, and that's going to be your mechanical back there. And then here is the true dedicated bedroom with the closet, and then my giggling kids are in here somewhere. I told you I would find you. That was the secret of the video. And then here is the other guest. This is the true guest bath, right? It's got 3 full baths. So this bath's much bigger, right? Because it's more for the guests. But again, pretty vintage of when it was built. Redid the handles a little bit, but leaves a little to be desired. But you know, it's got all the space. I mean, this is a really, really cute unit. Big, great room here. Got nice plantation shutters, good sized patio, and it looks on to the golf course in a really, really nice way. So you can see the lake views out back, you know, and it stretches all the way down the lake. So it totally wraps around, right? And you got a western exposure, so you get some really pretty views at night. I mean, look how far that lake, it just meanders all the way down and around. So I'll find out exactly what holes I'm on here, but you can see, gives you a little more detailed look at like some of the work that they're doing. Almost too close, there we go. Of some of the work that they're doing here on the golf course, right? Really pretty out here. Tile floors as well. You know, like I said, Some of the light fixtures, the hardware, fans, some of that stuff could use a little replacing. Laminate floors in here, big room, you know, dress that fan up as well. Nice baseboards, good space, and then back to those same tiles that were out there. His closet, Gordon, you get your golf shirts and that's about it. And then Kim, you can fit, I have no doubt you can fill this, but it's a good size. I'd want to get some, you know, custom cabinets and stuff like that in there. So there is work to be put into this, but at the price point, you know, $559, I think that allows that to do the work that needs to be done in here without breaking the bank, and with it still making sense. You can see the gold trimming in here. Just like I said, leaves a little to be desired, that's for sure. So if you know, I wouldn't call this a full project because to me a lot of this stuff is cosmetic, and you're talking about countertops and hardware and you know, paint. A lot of this stuff, fans, none of this stuff to me is huge work, but it depends on how much you could live with right now and how much you could be like, nah, I gotta get that done. You know, do I have to do, you know, all of it at once, or can I live with some of this? And one of the big things obviously is the flooring. If you can live with these tile floors, that saves you a big chunk of change right off the start, and kind of keeps you from having to do a ton of remodel right from the start, because flooring is a big ticket item, and obviously it creates a big giant mess when you're talking about trying to pull up ceramic tiles. So there is stuff you can put down over top of them nowadays, the vinyl tile stuff, but I still, you know, I don't know. So anyway, that's the video. I'll talk to you when you can see it.